Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from Group A. We will discuss how to use that clause in conversation. So, before starting the explanation of how to use that clause in conversation, let us introduce ourselves first. Starting from Tiara.
Hello everyone, my name is Tiara Damayanti from student number 23050X6003.
The second member is Sabrina.
Hello everyone, my name is Sabrina Aziza Putri and my student number is 23050866022.
The third member is Mia.
Hi guys, my name is Mianela Rahmadina. My student ID number is 23050X6029.
And for the last member is me, Sylvia.
Hello guys, my name is Sylvia Ramadhani. My student number is 23050866031.
Hi everyone! Today we are going to talk about something that's very important in understanding how sentences work, that clauses. Have you ever noticed how sometimes a sentence needs an extra piece of information to feel complete? That's where that clauses come in. They help us add more detail and make our sentence clear. Let's dive in and learn more about how they work. So, a that clause is a subordinate clause that starts with the word that and adds extra information to complete the meaning of a sentence. It often acts as a noun clause, which means it can serve as the subject of a sentence, the object of a verb, or the complement that describes or explains something. For example, when used as a subject, the that clause introduces the main idea of the sentence. As an object, it explains what someone thinks, feels, or says. As a complement, it adds detail to clarify a statement. That clauses are common in everyday language and help make sentences more precise and meaningful.
Hello everyone, in today's section we will discuss the difference between that in noun clause and adjective clause. Okay, let's start with that in noun clause. A noun clause, independent clause that function as a noun in a sentence. It can act as subject, object, or complement. That in noun clause is subordinating conjunction. It is introduced the clause but doesn't play a grammatical role with it. For the example, I believe that she is honest. Here, the clause that she is honest is the object of the verb believe. In Indonesia, that in this context mean bahwa. Use a simple comprehension in Indonesia. Remember that in noun clause often translate to bahwa in Indonesia. Okay, next we got that in adjective clause. An adjective clause is a dependent clause that describe or give more information about a noun in the main clause. That in adjective clause acts as a relative pronouns. It is connecting dependent clause to the noun and can serve as the subject or object within the clause. For the example, the book that I borrowed is interesting. In the sentence, that refers to the noun book and acts as the object of the verb borrow. In Indonesia, that in this context mean yang. So, use a comprehension in Indonesia in adjective clause that often translate to yang in Indonesia. So, for conclusion is, noun clause introduced by that as a conjunction, function as a noun, and translate to bahwa in Indonesia. For adjective clause, that is a relative pronoun and describe a noun, and then translate to yang in Indonesia. Okay, so the next section, we're gonna watching conversation using noun clause.
Okay, now let's move to listen the conversation first.
Hi guys, good morning! Hi! Guys, I heard that Bungalawan University is planning a talent show next month. Are you want to join?
Yeah, it sounds fun, but I don't know what I could perform.
I believe that you will be great at this area. Didn't you win that competition last year?
Yeah, I remember
that you had everyone cheering. You should totally sign up.
Thanks, but I'm not sure if I have a confidence for our live audience. I know that you were just overthinking of it. You are so talented, Aya. By the way, I heard from Mrs. Anna that they are also looking for hosts. Maybe I will try hosting.
Oh, that's a great idea. I know that you do an amazing job. You are so good at speaking in front of crowds.
I'm very agree. I think that if you're hosting and I am performing would be the perfect combo.
Yeah, it sounds fun, but I don't know what I could perform.
So, the dialogue Aya said, I think that is sound fun. The function is explains Aya's opinion or thought about the talent show, the word that introduces the specific idea being discussed. The second dialogue used that clause we found in Vivi dialogue. So let's listen the dialogue first.
I believe that you will be great at this. Didn't you win that competition last year?
The dialogue Vivi said, I believe that you be great at dancing. The function of that sentence is to express Vivi's belief about Aya's talents. This clause explains what Vivi believes to be true. The next dialogue are from Mia dialogues. Let's listen to it.
I know that you were just overthinking of it. You are so talented, Aya.
So Mia said, I feel that you were just overthinking of it. The dialogues express Mia's feeling or opinion about Aya's hesitation. The clause gives the reason behind Mia's comment. Next, that clause from Sabrina dialogue. Let's go to listen the dialogue first.
Oh, that's a great idea. I know that you do an amazing job. You are so good at speaking in front of crowds.
The dialogue Arin said, I know that you do an amazing job. The function of that dialogue shows Arin's confidence or belief about Sylvia's ability to host. And the last analysis conversation used that clause that is from Mia dialogue. Let's go to hear it.
I'm very agree. I think that if you're hosting and I am performing would be the perfect combo.
So, Mia said, I think that Vivi hosting and Aya performing would be the perfect combo. The function of it indicates Mia's opinion or doubt about the idea of Vivi hosting and Aya performing. Okay, so that is explanation and example conversation used that clause from us. Now I will give you the conclusion for this material. So, that clause are an important part of English grammar, helping to clarify and complete the meaning of sentence. That clause often act as noun clause, functioning as subject, object, or complement, and play an important role in conveying information, opinions, or fact. While that clause can often be left out in informal conversations, it is recommended to include it in formal writing to maintain clarity and precision, especially in complex or ambiguous sentences. By understanding and mastering the that clause, learners can create more accurate and meaningful sentences, thus improving their communication skills in both speaking and writing.
Now we move to quiz session. Who is excited? Please raise your hand. By the way, is the explanation easy enough to understand? We hope our explanation can gain some new knowledge for all of you. This question is filled in the blanks with a time duration of 5 seconds for each question. So guys, prepare yourself to answer the question. Okay, for the first question, the science confirmed had been a success. So, which one the correct answer? The choice is yours. A. That they conduct. B. That the result. C. That the experiment. The countdown start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. Okay, congratulations for those who answer C. The answer is that the experiment. Next, for the explanation of the answer number 1. So, this sentence requires a noun clause to explain what was confirmed. The clause in answer C, that the experiment had been a success, completes the ideas and provides the necessary detail. Okay, for the second question, it is evident very hard to achieve her goals. So, which one the correct answer? The choice is yours. A. That she worked. B. That working hard. C. That her goals. The countdown starts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. Okay, congratulations for those who answer A. The answer is that she worked. Next, for the explanation of the answer number 2, for the phrase it is evident requires a noun clause to state what is evident. The clause in answer A, that she worked very hard to achieve her goals, correctly fulfills this need. Okay, for the third question, I'm certain on time despite the delay. So, which one the correct answer? The choice is yours. A. That. B. That they. C. That they will. The countdown starts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. Okay, congratulations for those who answered C. The answer is that they will. Now we move for the explanation of the answer number 3. For the phrase, I am certain, requires a noun clause to explain what the speaker is certain about. The clause in answer C, that they will arrive on time, is complete and correctly conveys the idea. Okay, for the fourth question, she told me. So, which one the correct answer? The choice is yours. A. That she had finished her homework. B. That had finished her homework. C. She that had finished her homework. The countdown starts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. Okay, congratulations for those who answered A. The answer is that she had finished her homework. Next, for the explanation of the answer number 4. So, with word that, introducing the clause in answer A, she had finished her homework, providing the subject and verb needed to explain what she told. Okay, for the fifth question, the manager announced. So, which one the correct answer? The choice is yours. A. That the meeting has been rescheduled. B. The meeting that has been rescheduled. C. That has been rescheduled the meeting. The countdown starts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. Okay, congratulations for those who answered A. The answer is that the meeting has been rescheduled. Okay, for the last explanation of the answer number 5, for the noun clause where that, introduce the clause in answer A. The meeting has been rescheduled. Provides the necessary subject and predicate to explain what the manager announced.
Good job, everyone. Let's give applause for all of you. Okay, that's all explanation of that clause in conversation from us. Thank you for watching. See you guys. Bye-bye.